Hello everyone, welcome to this next and important topic of database keys. In this topic we will have an overview of uh, primary key and foreign key, and in the remaining part we will discuss some other type of keys along with their properties and characteristics. So what is a key? See, a key is a value that helps in identifying identifying a particular record from a set of records. Okay, in other words, it helps you to extract a row from a table. Unique row. Basically, you call it as a unique row from a table. So, a key is a column whose value. A key is a column whose given value helps in locating a particular record or a row or a tuple, okay, whatever you call it. So, for example, key can be a roll number can be a key, okay. A ticket number can be a key, okay. Even a name can be a key, okay. So any column can be a key given that its value is unique and not null be not empty. So any column whose value cannot be null and whose value all the values are unique can be made as a key. So this is a very generic and general definition. Uh, when we will see type of keys, we will see more specific type of definition. So in RDBMS or in DBMS, there are many types of keys. So like primary key, foreign key, candidate key, super key, alternate key, secondary key. We will see all of them later in coming videos. But today we will see two primary keys, that is main keys, that is primary key and foreign key, which can be practically made. Other are theoretical keys. They are available. They are used more in theoretical concepts. You cannot create them practically, but their concept revolves around the same thing, that is the primary key. So primary key and foreign key can be made practically. Others are theoretical key, but their role are very important. For example, super key is used multiple times in RDBMS theory, normalization, normal forms. Okay, don't worry about it. We will cover each of them. First of all, let us take up the first, that is primary key. Now, why do we require a primary key? Very simple uh, thing. As I have told you, key is used to uniquely identify. For example, I have just take a table MC 2020. Select star from, suppose let us take student table. Do we have? Yes, we have student table. Now suppose I insert a certain value in this table. Okay, or let us create a copy of it. Drop table sample. Okay, let us create a sample does not like this. So create table sample as select. Let us select only 2 3 columns: roll number, comma, name, comma, city from student. Okay, so our sample table is now created. Select star from sample. So there are 3 columns. Let us see. Describe sample. What you can see: roll number, name, and city. Now note one important thing: this roll number and this null column. Here nothing is written over here right now, but let us wait for some time and then you will see something. Now suppose if I insert something in this table, insert into sample values 88 comma Aman, comma Meerut. Okay, enter. Now one record has been created. Now suppose by error, by mistake, I have pressed slash. What will happen? You know what is the use of slash in SQL Oracle? It repeats the last query. So last query was insert. So what will happen? One row created. Now what happens? See. Now two records of the same value have come. Now actually this is not valid records as per the theory of DBMS. But as of now, it is being allowed. Now these can create a lot of problems. For example, even if these are, for example, now to record is basically called as redundancy. Okay, so now it should not be allowed. But if you now try to delete it, it cannot be deleted because if you try to give delete from sample where roll number equals to 88, what will happen? Both the record will be deleted. So it means this situation should not be allowed, that two records of exact same type should not be there. Also, it is not allowed according to first normal form that we will see later. But right now you can see there was a problem. So what we want that this should not be done. Now again let me insert it. One row created. Let us see the record. One record has been created. Now even if you don't press slash, but by suppose this query is executed again due to some reason, again duplicate record will come. So what we want that this duplication should be prevented. Okay, we want to stop this duplication. Now this duplication can be dropped if we make this roll number as primary key. Now primary key means neither duplicate will be allowed nor we will be able to make it empty. For example, let me enter one value more. I don't know what is the roll number, so you know very well what I can do. I can type null, comma, Kapil, comma, Meerut, suppose. Now this will be allowed, as you can see. So what happened? This null is allowed. It is because roll number is not primary key. If it would have been primary key, neither empty nor duplicate values would have been allowed. So now we will create another table with roll number as primary key. Now there are many ways to create primary keys. Initially I will be covering only the first way. In subsequent videos I will cover the remaining of the ways. So let us create a table. Let us create a test table with the name test. Let us drop if already there is a table in the name test. Okay. Let us create the table. Let me come to the topic. What is the topic? The topic is keys, and in primary key what we are doing, we are running creating primary key during table creation. Okay, so while creating the table we are defining the primary key. So this we are doing. So what we will do, very easy, create table test roll number of type number. Now this is the first method. Okay, now again I will take creating primary key at column level. The method which I am showing to you now is called as column level method, because immediately after the column name you will write primary key. Okay, name varchar2. Let us take only these two columns. Enter. Okay, so now what you can see, very easy and simple. Please note it down in the copy. I am writing, pasting it here also. So what we have done, create table, table name, name of the column, okay, data type, no comma, without comma just give primary space key. Now see what will happen, describe test. Now what you can see here not null word has come. If you look at sample, describe sample, it does not have roll number. Roll number does not have not null. So this not null initially indicates you that this column is now primary key. Although this is misleading, it is not necessary that if not null is written it is primary key, but as of now it is uh, you can make it something like this, that if not null is there, it is primary. Okay. Later on, the concept will change. We will cover up later. Don't worry. So now try to insert the values. So what was that? Describe test. Insert into test values 1 comma couple comma something. So now what you can see? Okay, there are only two columns. One row created. Now by mistake, suppose I press slash. Again, what will happen? Last query will be repeated. So now see what will happen. Unique constraint violated. Now don't be confused with unique constraint. Actually, unique constraint means since primary key is supposed to be unique, so this one will not be allowed again. Okay, even if you copy it and try to run it again, then only the same error will come. The error number is sys underscore C1005. Okay, let us see the record. Select star from test. What you can see? Roll number 1 couple. Now, no student can have same roll number, but name can be same. So suppose you try to enter 2 couple, it will be allowed. Want to create it? Okay. So this is the best use of primary key, that now uniquely, if I say couple come here, 2 student will come. But if I will say roll number 1, only 1 student will come. So that is the prime benefit of primary key, that it helps in uniquely identifying what we have seen the definition. A key is something that helps in identifying a particular record from a set of records, or to extract a unique row from a table. So that is the benefit of primary key. Okay. Even if you try to enter null, it will not be allowed. Let us see. Insert into this null comma Rohit. See what will happen. Error. Cannot insert null into this. But you can make name as null. For example, let us insert 5 comma null without quotes because it is varchar. One row created. This. So you can see now you will never have two same records, because for every record roll number should be different and not null. So this is the main definition and use of primary key. A primary key column is a column which cannot be left blank and which cannot contain same values in two columns, in two rows. Okay, so that is the definition and meaning of primary key. Okay, so what we have done creating primary key at column level. Column level means immediately after giving data type, name, and we have written primary keyword. Now there is another method. Why there are two methods, that you will come to know. First of all, let us see what is the method. Creating primary key at row level, or you call it as table level. Now what is the meaning of it? Let us very easy. Let us see. Let me drop it. Drop table test. We will create it again. So earlier what we have written? We have written create table test roll number, and after that immediately we have written space and primary key. But now we will not do this. What we will do? Comma city, comma name, varchar2 10, comma maybe city, varchar2 10. Now when, and in the last we will type comma primary key and then name of the column which you want to make primary key. I want to make roll number, so I will type roll number. Okay. Now you will say that why we are doing this. The better method was the column level method. Why using this row level? First of all, let us see, then we will discuss. Again, same thing, table created, describe test. What you can see, roll number has not null constraint, and if we try to insert into test values 1 comma couple comma mirror, it will be allowed. But if you try to enter again, it will not be allowed. Okay, you try to copy it will not be allowed because it is primary key. So the same thing which we have done here has been done in this way. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. The method was creating primary key at column level, the first one, and this one is creating primary key at table level. What is the difference? The difference you can see very well. In this case, immediately after the column name, you can see it. In this case, immediately after the column name data type, you have written primary key without any comma. Please remember. But here in this method, I have not written here primary key, but rather in the last I have written comma, then primary key, and in bracket which column I want to make primary key. The column should be some valid column out of these. Okay, and then closing bracket and the closing bracket of the query, and then so they both the things are same, but why there are two methods that you will come to know in coming lectures. Actually, it is used to create composite when the key is made up of two columns. Okay, but as of now, this thing is sufficient. So please try to do this, practice it. It is very important that you create the key, and in next video we will see how to create foreign key, because that is also very important concept, so that we can cover up with relationships and ERDI. Okay, thank you very much. See you in next video. Thank you.